Okay, I'm here. I'm ready, and I want to make a new level for the new feature. I'm gonna change the name of this level. I'm gonna call it Playground with Launch. But the first thing I want to do before that is go maybe into either the gym backup or the test playground. No, not the test playground. There's another one, I think. Not the demo. New world? No, not the new world either. I'm gonna call these deprecated. So gym backup, I think that's kind of cool. Main menus, whatever. New world. Yeah, this one is deprecated for sure. Yes. Demo real, it's fine. Paint level, no. Playground with launch, that's a new one. Test playground is also deprecated, I think, by this point. Deprecated. Yes. The demo reel should also be deprecated. And the one that we should launch should be this one. But I actually want to play in this one first and see what we can do with it first. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do right now. Let me just move this little guy somewhere around here. Yeah, great. So I want to test it out with a new feature, which is the launch, but I need to add a BP camera, which would be not here, not in manager. Yes, it's fine. Managers is fine. Okay. In managers, and it's going to be the BP camera manager. We're going to put it over there because then we get this, a little piece of feedback here that does that. Okay. It's missing an animation, but we'll deal with it. Okay, cool. So I just want to play around with this and see, like, we want to move with this for sure and skip everything. So that's like the main problem I have to figure out. But the other thing that's cool is that it would create interesting situations. For example, maybe holes that you can breach normally. Let me just maybe try with something like this. Put it a little bit higher. It would be cool to do something like this. Yeah, that's great. I love that. Made it look easy, but I think this is the kind of activity that the player could be doing. Yeah. Well, not that looks weird, but how high can it jump though? But what's cool now is that given that I have that, I can include the lasers, and then the player would have to make it cross it. Yeah, I think this really helps. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense to me. The kind of thing that I can do. What else? What else is there? I can still do something like this, but I feel like I want to encourage the player to be cautious. Now they can get through pretty much everything with this. What if they go on top of this green thing, which makes you bounce? They keep bouncing. If you bounce at the same time, yeah, okay. And this bug is still here, I think, right? Yeah, this is still buggy. This is maybe like the one thing that I need to fix, which is a bug. This is an idea though. It's not a bug. No, low velocity with not so many contact points. So I want to see what the state is of the character here. And right here, it is on ground. So it is applying correctly, I guess, the force. It's just going to go crazy like this. Okay. What happens? What happens if I go to that one level where I know the bug was happening pretty much? Let me just check. It was now undeprecated. I think it was in test playground, and it was this part right here, I think. I want to get out of this. What's this thing right here where it would roll one way and it would slow down here. Is it slowing down? It is. It is rolling, so it shouldn't be slowing down. I think my detection for when it's rolling and when it's standing now is way better. But it does slow it down somehow still. But I have the right states. I'm on ground and I'm flat. And then what force am I applying? Rolling. That's fine. I can launch false. I can do. So basically in this level right here, I'm going to mute that. In this level right here, I could just do this. Okay. I'm going to go back to not new world. I'm going to go back to playground with launch. So this is going to be the new level that we're going to be making to showcase the game. And I think now that this works, I can actually showcase the verticality in the game, which is good. So I just want to check in getting over it how they deal long play, how they deal with the whole thing. Just want to make sure that I'm streaming, not me talking for no reason, pretty much. Am I live? I am live. Great. Okay, and on Twitch. Full game, no commentary. Okay, so in getting over it, what they really do is they start by teaching you the main mechanic, which in my case is not as hard, but you're blocked the other way. There's a bit of terrain. I'm just going to write it down, let's say. We'll design flow, right? So block player from going the wrong way. So be directive. That would be, I think, the first thing that I need to do. Then show a bit of variance in the terrain so that the player gets familiar with physicality, with the physicality of the object. Force player to flip-flop, force player to go under, to roll under some object, force player to roll standing, to flip-flop, flip-flop in tight space. So like a bunch of things that I want to do, I think. These are like the things that I need to teach them, which are like fine. Force player to flip-flop in tight space. So all of this should be done quickly, I think. Let's keep going and see. So here we got the first challenge, which is like, the reason why this is designed like this, I think it's because it locks you here. And it gets you there. Okay. And then this is flat so that, oops, I meant to do it like this. So the player, I'm just trying to figure out like what they're doing here. So the player gets locked towards this direction here. And then here, this is so that you can stand there. And this is the other challenge right here. Okay. And then there's an angle. Just trying to figure out a little bit of like why, like how quickly they're exposing things in this kind of game. So this right here, it's impossible. I want to check what they're doing exactly. So yeah, you fall there. Yeah, okay, so he got to do that. But what about if you don't do it, you have to hook here and get trapped here, which is good. And then this helps you, this helps you. So it's always these shapes like this. See here, there's this shape. And here there's a flat shape, maybe a little bit more risky or something to help you not fall, I guess, is what I'm thinking. And then it's the same pattern here again. Okay. He's actually really good. I don't want someone that's good. I want someone that actually will play the game. Okay. Don't play. Yeah, whatever. So they're getting help for this. So I wonder if the player, should the player learn to roll or to flip-flop first? I think the flip-flopping is funner. So I need to teach the player to do this. Maybe then just to redirect themselves like this, just to get through a little space quickly, and then sort of like a traversal thing, like the simplest way, and then climb over something. Then they're climbing over something, and then so maybe love player for going the wrong way. Force player, oops. Force player to take short paths. This bugged out. Crazy. Okay. Interesting. Force player to take short path. Directionality. Force player to move camera. Okay. That's good. We can do all of that stuff. Let's keep watching a little bit and see. So, yeah. It's very different from my game, like all of the usages that they do of their things, but still, so you see, like this is literally what I was talking about. And then here, they're still like struggling with the controller here. Oh, they're getting. But mine is not as hard. Mine, I think it's going to be really in the challenges of like normal platforming. I think mine, the controller is not going to be as difficult, I think. Yeah, they're really having a hard time here. And that locks you, and that you can have that. Okay. Let's see how they did this. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to see. So basically here they have to, okay. So I could maybe have a ramp or something. Maybe a ramp type structure. Okay. Okay, then they fall and they're like, that's like the tutorial. And once they get past the tutorial, it's just climbing. Right, so it's like after tutorial, which is this, then progress as reward for tutorial, risk to teach difficulty. Because then this is what happens. You go here and you kind of like, I think, get familiar with the controls. You're in an isolated area. So you get there, safety. You progress very quickly because the goal of the game is to go up. And I think this is like a checkpoint as well. So it's like checkpoints are small spaces where the player can safely rest, but close to risky or new concepts that can bring the player back, that can hinder the player's progress. Okay. So, because this is like new, this is like where you have to jump for the first time, sort of, or like use air control for the first time. So, because that's the other thing I need to teach a player also is teach the player to jump, and maybe in tutorial. And then it introduces a physical object that's just there for fun, and then they bring you into another safe zone, sort of. And this is like the first frustrating part, really. There's two parts to this. There's this introduction of new material, slippery, for example, introduction of new geometry type, space to climb, for example. I'm sort of like going with writing down the plan-ish of what I want to do, but also like what this game is doing to see what sort of approach you're using to introduce new concepts and stuff. So this is like a completely new concept right here, which is like where a lot of players get blocked for a while, I think. Yeah, he'll go all the way back, yeah. Because this part, like, it's sort of like difficult to figure out. Okay, they got it. And this is like a part that seems almost impossible the first time you do it. Then it's precision. So maybe small platforms or something. Thing is, I don't know how much precision I can ask from the players without seeming unfair with my controller. Here, there's literally a new technique that you gotta use. Also, you don't need a controller that's all that complex to make a game like this. I feel like for this game, that's what makes it really cool and unique. But Only Up and Chained Together, their controllers are not that different. Well, Chained Together, the thing that they have is the fact that you're chained together, obviously. So it's the interaction between the two bodies. But in Only Up, I feel like it's a pretty classic thing, and it's really the environment that carries that game, and all the LDOs and all the things. Okay, and then you get here. Yeah, you learn that. Anything the big blocker here. Okay, so they're gonna go back all the way at one point. Yeah. This right here, yeah. And that's the first punch in the gut. So it's sort of like, what can I say? The difficulty ramp on this, I feel, is like flat, then it goes like this. It kind of like gets a little bit difficult, then it gets a little bit difficult, then it kind of like plateaus, and then it goes like this with the risk. It's sort of like that, then it kind of like, because then you can kind of fall again. So this is like, there's one blocker here and one blocker here pretty much. The first like couple of things that you do right there. So because yeah, like this part right here is huge. Like this is really where the game gets. This is where I got stuck for the longest, for like a year or something when I was playing on the phone. Yeah, this whole thing, so wild. Let's just watch this part. Okay, let me just. Okay. Oh yeah, this whole thing. So there's like precision, and there's like possibility to recover, a slight possibility to recover with high risk structures, I would say. Because that part right here, this is very, very difficult. It's like at an angle, but like if you recover, you recover. But it's really awkward right there. There's a bunch of skips here that I can do now that I can go like all the way there. But I can't do like the speedrun one, but I can do another one. But I only finished this game on the phone. I never finished it on PC. I don't think I even own it on PC actually. Yeah, and here you gotta learn to push yourself. Well, the thing is, in my game, you do this. I guess you can kind of like direct yourself like this a bit in different, bring it here and do this, maybe like at an angle or something. But you gotta go slowly. But then you can also just jump and take the risk to do it. Okay. So what I'm thinking now, whoops, is taking the notes and going with it. So kind of roughly block it out. I'm gonna put a floor thing here. My mouse was so annoying. Floor. I'm gonna play this for now, just for fun. Okay, so I can kind of like get the feel for the game. Okay. I wish I had a whoops. I think maybe I should draw the map. Okay, so this is the player. I think what I want to do is have them start in a space like this, and then maybe it goes like this. Maybe it's bigger, but it actually goes like this, let's say. But then the player is sort of blocked here, and maybe they're blocked all the way here like this, and then on the other way, blocked all the way here, right? So this here is solid, solid, solid. Is there a shortcut for this? B. Okay, I thought it was like A or something. Oh, it doesn't do it like that? Okay. It doesn't matter. So the player can keep going like this. And so that's like the force the player to serve left. Then force the player to take the camera. So this we can maybe block it off and put them in a corridor, I guess, or something. So then they will have to turn the camera. Although they might be doing it already here. They imagine like they're going like this. Because it would be something like this. Like this. And it doesn't even have to block them. It could just be like statues and stuff like that, right? Go like this. And then they get here. They have to turn the camera. Once they turn the camera, I think they could be a ramp. And up there, a thing where they have to pass under it. And then once they pass under it, I'm just going to move all of this. I never design in Paint, by the way. I'm just doing this to really think about it. And then once they pass through it, maybe here there could be some variance or something, like the player is gonna do this. Maybe here. I don't know exactly what it's gonna look like, but I want the player to like learn these things really fast. So I think that here we could just want them to move. I just want them to maybe here it'll be a thing where they have to go up, and here they are higher. Higher here, then here there's gonna be like a ramp type thing, and I think they have to go under. I think they have to go under, and then that's what's boring is that if you just show them all these things one after the other. Let me just try some stuff out to see what I can do. Player start. Okay, great. So I'm gonna do it with the modeling, I think, first. Oh, can I extrude polygon? Oh, that's great. So I could like be like, that's what I wanted actually, extrude polygon. Let me just try and see. To block it out really right now. There we go. Great. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, let's just block it out real quick. And this guy right here, what I want is collision preset or something, custom, and ignore the camera. Or ignore it for now, it's all good. Okay. So I just want to keep trying that tool and seeing what's up. Is it draw and revolve? Huh, how do you do that? Freehand, circle. Oh, this is cool. I didn't know you could do that. Okay. So falling on freehand. Okay. So I think what I can do then is something like this, usually. I should be able to do that. Okay. Great. I need to put a sausage directly here. It's not a sentence you're going to hear very often. Cool. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go straight right here where the player is. And if I go to top, normally I have a good idea of what the player looks like. Okay. I'm just gonna try to kind of let me just draw it the way I want. You don't have to. Okay, great. There you go. Thank you. Okay. And then the player can go like this. For now. Okay. Let's do that and see what happens. Oh, that didn't work. Cool. What is that actually? Draw spline. Accept. And can I this spline actor, can I this is just to put a spline. You can't actually put a mesh on it or something. But maybe there was like a cool so I'm just gonna do it like this. So I'm gonna imagine sort of what I can do. And then what was I saying? Okay, it still holds. Yeah, so then it's gonna be like this. So now what I have to do is like create walls. That's not great. I don't know how to undo, so we're gonna go with it for now. And here, here, and here. Okay. So then once I have that, I think, yeah, great. Okay. I could do something like this, I think. Okay. We're gonna just look at it like this and see what's up. And then we're just blocking it out really right now. So we don't care about any details or anything like that too much. I just want to. The idea was we have something like this. Let's just play. And then it's really just to teach the player the basics of the controls. Okay. It still look like a exhibit. And then right here, I could cut it in the corner like this. This is all going to be replaced, but for now, got to do the job. So you're going to get something like this. Okay. Okay, you're just walking, you get it. You get here. It's maybe a bit too tight, and then I don't know if I can actually edit. Street path. Interesting. Oh, that's kind of cool though. If it is what it is, what I think, I mean. I feel like I will need to learn to use the tool first. Oh, okay, so this does pretty much what I was trying to do with the other tool. Sort of, I think. Okay. We're learning the tools here as well, right? Okay, so if I wanted to if I wanted to, no. Could I do something here where, okay, that's cool. So I could select faces. Okay, so I could do that though. For now, for the blocking, I think it's fine. I don't want the player to feel stuck here. Okay. You know what I need almost is like a human. Just see, because it's hard because it's hard because the sausage is not even like a to scale of anything, you know. I just feel like the space is already too big, but we're gonna see what we can do there. This is just about telling the player, hey, you should be moving left, you should be moving right. Here, we're gonna force you to move the camera or else you can't see shit. Okay, so that does that job. It's not great, but it does the job. We're gonna keep iterating on it. Okay, so this is cool because now I know that I can do this, right? No? Deform, wasn't it deform? Yes. So I have to deform this first. Okay, so then once I do that, okay. I think that here, try to get the player to climb something, or actually, I'm gonna create. A box, and we're gonna have 2 depths of divisions, I think, or 4. Let me see. Width 200, height 200, 200. And I just want to see if I can, with the subdivisions, if I could sort of do something where I want to see the wireframe. Okay. So I could maybe do something with that. Let me see I can't see it lit in the wireframe at the same time, but I know I can edit though. I can do fully group edit, and this guy right here, I could shrink it down. Like this, just to see what happens. So then, if the player gets there, still climb just fine, right? You'll see it's a little bit more difficult. I want to see what happens if the material is ice, for example. So you would not be able to roll on it, for example, right? Or would you? No friction, let's say. What happens here? Okay. I want to find a way to make it so that it slides more. We're really just exploring the possibilities of okay, which, you know, this doesn't really make much sense in a museum. What kind of museum would have this? But right now we're just thinking about gameplay. This is like impossible to climb unless something, right? This shouldn't be difficult. This right here, I should be able to extrude it, correct? Yes. And okay, great. Oh, maybe what I could do is like there's a stair too, but the stair is closed off. Know what I mean? I think that that would be kind of cool. Maybe half of it, maybe less than it, and step height, depth will be like something like this for now. But that one you can't reach at all. This one, for some reason, you're not allowed. Okay. I'm just gonna put like a cube here, just to remember that this is not allowed. I'm gonna put it red or something. Red. The player would come here. They're like, oh shit, the stairs are not available, but I can always just go up here. And I guess I could cheat and do it like this, but I'm not gonna allow it. I'm gonna do something where they just can't. For now. You can just do this. Here, that's not allowed. Then they're like, okay, what do I need to do? And maybe there's something on the wall. Something here. Maybe like a little hole or something like that. I think that that would make sense, actually. You know, something maybe like a little hole here. That would maybe allow the player to this was in model boolean BA Now let's see what happens here. That's kind of variety. Let's create another sphere. Place it here, like that. Cool. And another one maybe. Place it here. Bring it down. Maybe not as much as the rest. And let's do the Boolean operation, right? Which was in here, usually. No, here, no, here. I don't have to, I haven't created it, that's why. Boolean, good. Boolean, good. Okay. The player will kind of know what to expect, hopefully. Well, then if they try to do like this, it's not going to work. Then fairly easily, you can just keep pressing on. And there we go. Okay. That to me sort of does make sense. It's not too punishing. And we're doing, we don't go the wrong way. We give them that. We give them that. We give them that. We're forcing the player to flip flop. We're not forcing the player to roll at all right now. So just go like this. Fine. Maybe a bit too long. So then here, you're like, oh, cool. Okay. Shit. Damn it. You know? It's not too hard. Just go into the holes right there, and you can get through. Okay. Cool. So now we're going to edit the polygroup here, and we're going to extrude it so that we have this. Okay. That seems good to me. Then right here, we're going to do polycut. I think we're going to cut it. Cut through. Can I do that? No. Clean cut. Hope it doesn't crash. It looks like it wants to crash. Okay, great. I'm going to do plain cut right here. And flip plane, flip plane, flip plane. And that's not what I want. What I really want is for it to get rid of this wall pretty much. So could I need to select this first, do this, and maybe just get rid of this guy here. Delete edges, delete edges. Where is it? Delete edges. This edge I'm gonna, and then this edge I'm gonna delete. No, this is fine. And it's gonna be this edge and this edge. I'm gonna insert an edge right here. That's fine. And I'm gonna insert an edge. No, just an edge, not a edge loop. Insert an edge right here. Let's see what happens here. I didn't delete that, so that's not the way to do it. That's not the way to do it. Can I plain cut like this here? That's, no, I'm not even doing it on the right mesh. And this undid that thing. Okay, let me just try and see. Do both halves? No, 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 that's not it. Form, X form. I think I think I should be able to do with that other thing I was doing before. Can I split it? No. Polygroup edit. I think. Why couldn't I do it for this guy right here? Can I delete that guy? Can I delete this guy? Can I delete this guy? Then those are not valid anymore. I gotcha. Delete faces. Can I delete this one? Cancel. Polygroup edit. Can I? There doesn't seem to be an easy way to cut it like that. The plane cut right here be fine. Oh, what about if I change the angle? And I move this. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, great. I got it. Finally, we're learning. I want to do it the other way, I think. Right? I don't want to keep both halves. Just want to go like this. This should be 90, let's say. I'm not even 65. I don't know why, but here, accept it. And okay, great. Okay, polygroup edit is actually pretty good, I feel. Extrude. I can pretty much like sort of model this. Okay, good. So we're here, we made it. And one minute.